Hi, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir. Good evening, sir.
Oh, good evening, actually. Did I say
Good
good
evening,
afternoon?
everyone.
Good afternoon to Diana, maybe. She's in the West. It's afternoon there.
Yeah, I said to Diana too.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How are you doing, sir?
What am I doing?
Yeah. How are you doing?
What am I doing? Then I'm texting. Sabaji, what? So many lovely sentences you have written.
Sir, it's only because of you.
Wow. And, take a look at the sentences. Wow.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Dishan. Look at Savaji's sentences, everybody. Look at her sentences. अरे क्या बात है, ऐसे लिख दिया आपने, सब ऐसे लिख दिया, बस ऐसे लिख दिया. Or did you use a help,
No,
some sort of help?
no, sir. I write only in, first of all, I write in page, and that then after I type. This day, I
I,
always write something in English. When whatever in my mind, I write.
whatever comes to my mind, whatever is in my mind,
Yes, sir.
whatever
Whatever comes.
comes or whatever is in my mind, I write. Lovely. यही तो मुझे चाहिए, यही तो मैं करवाने के लिए जाना चाहता हूँ कि आप एक्चुअली अपनी भावनाएं एक्सप्रेस करना सीख जाएंगे इंग्लिश में. ओके. और अभी ये चीज शुरू हो चुकी है, दैट्स लवली. आप सेंटेंसेस सही आ रहे हैं, देखो ना. आई हैव जस्ट वॉच द क्लास रिकॉर्डिंग. क्या बात है. प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट. आई हैव जस्ट वॉच द क्लास रिकॉर्डिंग. सर, व्हाई आर यू कंफ्यूज्ड? कैन टॉकिंग टू यू मेक समवन फील बैड? आपने ये सेंटेंस ऐसे लिख दिया बिना किसी हेल्प के.
Sir, you always talk these type of sentence, and you always say when you hear and
मेरे को मेरा पीठ थपथपाने का मन कर रहा है. Can talking to you make someone feel bad? Wow.
good evening, sir.
क्या बात है. गुड इवनिंग. लकी. सभाजी भी आपसे आगे जा रही हैं, आप टेंशन मत लो. वो भी आपसे लीड ले चुकी है. देखो क्या क्या लिखती है इंग्लिश में. माय गुडनेस. माय हस्बैंड फेल्ट गुड आफ्टर टॉकिंग टू यू. Whenever I go to Patna, he watches us while I attend the class. Oh, lovely. Yesterday I had a network issue. That's why I couldn't continue the class. Not a single mistake in these many sentences. अगर आप सच में आप खुद लिख रही है ये सब बिना किसी हेल्प के, ऐसे निकल रहे हैं आपके मुंह से लाइंस और वर्ड्स ऐसे अरेंज हो रहे हैं, तो दिस इज मिरेकल. ओके. मिरेकल. क्योंकि मुझे पता है कितना मुश्किल में आप रही हैं, कितना स्ट्रगल की हैं. ओके. एंड आई वांट टू सी यू राइटिंग लाइक दिस. But I'm surprised that you're writing this way so early. I thought by the end of this course you will be able to do this. But
Yes, sir.
we are right. We haven't reached the halfway the course, and you are already so good. Wow, guys, let me tell you. Whenever you write a sentence in English, if a sentence has 6 words, okay, at least in 6 places you can go get it wrong. At least in 6 places you can get it wrong. Okay, at least. Okay, and she did not get it wrong anywhere at all. Absolutely unbelievable.
Sir,
I'm
I
still
wrote in
thinking.
school.
I'm still thinking, Savaji. I'm still thinking. You took some help from somewhere, some correction app or something. It is true. This is the first time he has talked to you since I have been stuck. Grammarly or something. But this is amazing. ना यहाँ पर है, यहाँ पर एक गलती है इनसे, और ये गलती बता रही है कि एक गलती यहाँ है, बहुत छोटी सी गलती है. बट इट्स ट्रू, दिस इज द फर्स्ट टाइम ही हैज टॉक टू यू. no need to use a full stop. Since I have been studying, इतनी चीजें correct कैसे हो सकती हैं? Oh my goodness.
You doubt, sir.
अब again, अगर ये सब सही है तो मैं तो आपको कहूंगा, अगर आपने ये सब खुद से लिखा है तो आप मुझे पार्टी दो. It's so good because आप यकीन करो, इतना आसान नहीं है ये लिखना.
Intermediate also.
Wow, you're doing amazing, Sabaji. अगर ये सारे, it is true, this is the first time he has talked to you. क्या बात है, ऐसे आने लगे सेंटेंस मुंह पे, क्या बात है. अभी बोली भी वो अच्छा इंग्लिश मेरे से बातचीत में भी. ओके, सो यस, इट्स गोइंग ग्रेट. सबाजी, keep it up. You have all the more reasons, to feel excited and more motivated to study harder, give more time. See, wow, absolutely amazing. It's a good day for me. Guys, we are going to watch this video. What's good for you?
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
You are what you eat. Yes, Arish?
Good evening, sir. I didn't say anything to me.
Oh, okay. So let's watch the video. Do I play it here?
It's harder than ever to eat a healthy diet. Our lives.
Today it is harder than ever to eat a healthy diet. Now, Sabaji, another challenge, okay? Today it is harder than ever. Today it is harder than ever to eat a healthy diet. Means eating a healthy diet is not easy today. Eating a healthy diet is not easy today. And thank you, Sabaji. Thank you, Sabaji. You respect my feelings and I really, really, appreciate that. Thank you very much. I really need to say it. I really need to say it. Okay.
Yes.
She has sent me her rough work. Thank you, Sabaji. Rough work. Okay.
Sir, they felt or he felt.
He, of course, उनके दिमाग में वो वे चल जाता है ना, तो पुरानी आदत है. Okay, but it should be he. क्या बात है सबाजी? You're doing amazing. Okay. Now I can simply say that you've done an amazing job. Okay. आप ये कर ले रही हैं. मैं बताऊं, आपने मुझे सरप्राइज किया है in terms of improvement, because I was expecting these things by the end of this course. आपको कहा था मैंने, आपको और रवि को, कि अगर आप इस कोर्स में रहते हैं ना, प्री इंटरमीडिएट में, तो वो जो चीजें आप बोलते हो ना मुझे, ये नहीं हो रहा, वो नहीं हो रहा, सबका सोल्यूशन है. एंड देखो, आप बहुत आगे आ चुके हो. आप देख रहे हो कैसे वर्ड्स आपके फ्लो कर रहे हैं. आप जो मन में आ रहा है वो वर्ड सामने आ जा रहे हैं सही तरीके से. मेहनत करते रहिए ऐसी. ओके, आई वांट टू सी यू एज अ फ्लुएंट इंग्लिश स्पीकर. फिर आप कहती है ना कि आप लोगों को बोलती हैं, लोगों को आप नहीं बोलेंगे, लोग आपसे पूछेंगे, सबा, वेयर डिड यू लर्न इंग्लिश? प्लीज टेल मी द प्लेस वेयर यू लर्नड. ओके, but then tell them that it is result of hard work. It is not somebody sitting with a magic stick, okay, magic wand. It is the result of my hard work. Say it proudly,
Yes, sir.
Sabaji might be a grown-up woman and mother and all, but I know she has had hard times with me in the class as well, because I'm a very straightforward person, and Sabaji is a very that she's not the kind of person I am. Okay, she's different. So it has been hard for her to deal with me. She's somebody who doesn't say everything she feels. She sometimes thinks maybe the person will be hurt if I say this. Maybe the person will be hurt if I say that. She's that kind of person. And I'm not like that when I'm in my class. Mostly when it comes to improvement and this and that, I'm brutally honest with my students. I don't care whether they will like me, they will dislike me, they will feel hurt. I sometimes say what I have to say. Okay. I don't feel guilty about it, honestly. If I felt guilty, I would change. Somewhere, I don't feel bad about it. That's the problem. Why don't I change? Because I don't feel guilty. Yeah, sometimes there are situations when things go a little bit bad. Then I think I should control myself. But I don't have that feeling for long. That is just a temporary feeling that I should control myself. Otherwise, I don't. I feel that the way I interact with my students, they're lucky that somebody is being so straightforward with them. Because otherwise, you have lots of teachers who will really care about their relation with the student rather than their honesty to the job or honesty with the job. So I'm very happy for you and with your hard work. Okay, just continue this. Yeah.
Today, it's harder than ever to eat a healthy diet. Our lives are very busy.
Today it is harder than ever. Now, please understand, okay? This arrangement shows you that today something is the most difficult. Harder than ever means you're looking more beautiful than ever. Now, what does it mean? You're looking more beautiful than ever. Means you have never looked so beautiful. Today you are looking most beautiful, okay? So, than ever, please practice the expression. Today he was angrier than ever. Today he was angrier than ever. Than matlab pata hai na, comparative adjective will be used, guys. Taller than, richer than. Okay. So today he was angrier than ever. It means he was, you've never seen him so angry. You have never seen him so angry. It is for you, this time it was angriest, his angriest behavior. All right. Yeah. Because the sentence is, yes, yes, more angry than ever before. Okay. That's the point. So I'm saying the idea here is today it is harder than ever to eat a healthy diet. And guess why? I want you guys, I mean, you have already watched the video, so perhaps you know the answer. Why is it, harder than ever? Why is it hardest today? Why is it hardest today to eat a healthy diet? Come on, everybody, answer.
Because we don't have enough time to eat have our lunch.
Because our lives have become busy. People don't have time to cook and eat a healthy diet. 1, 2.
And they don't know what's the good
What's good food for them? What's good for them?
yeah,
Okay, they don't know what's good for them. I don't agree with that fully. I don't agree with that fully. Okay. Another reason could be because there's so many bad options available at cheap prices, and the taste is amazing. That's the problem. I mean,
and we
if
are
you have
lazy maybe.
Come again, Saqib.
Because of lazy we are lazy.
Yes, I agree. That point is taken. People are busy. They have very busy lives. They think it's not really, I mean, they don't mind having a burger or a sandwich out from the outside, with a lot of cheese and a lot of butter. I mean, cheese and butter are good things for you, but in limit, right? Too much of butter can definitely be bad, because cheese, I think, doesn't contain only fat. It contains a lot of protein too. So cheese cannot be that bad, I think. But butter is, oil is. Okay. So today it is harder than ever to eat a healthy diet because there are so many bad options available. Now think about it. I'm going to say something which you guys will agree with. Okay. Today it is harder than ever to be loyal to your partner. guys, think about it deeply. In the times of Meta, where you can have a virtual meeting with somebody at a certain place without going out of your living room, right? It is harder than ever to be loyal to your partner. Okay, tell me, when was the last time that a husband, married man, could just click something and see photos of beautiful girls, all right, and message them and receive a message without running the risk of being caught? Because who checks your mobile phone? Nobody. You have a password there. The wife can do the same, So it is harder than ever to remain loyal to your partner today. It is easier than ever to cheat and not get caught. It is easier than ever. Harder than ever. Then I can make another sentence. Easier than ever. Yeah. Okay. It is easier than ever to learn a language. Today, it is
When
easier
I
than
go to
ever to
sir,
learn
when,
a language. Yes.
sir, when I go to Patna, I and my husband exchange our mobile phones, and we watch
On the bus.
exchange our mobile phone
No, sir.
On the
They
bus.
use they use their
on the bus in
each
evening
other,
time.
sir.
Yes, sir. Exchange each other mobile.
So next time, before you go to Patna, you inform everybody that you talk to. Don't call me, okay? My husband has my phone. Okay. Hey, Manish, you're here. Hey, nice. Good to see you.
Thank you,
How
sir.
are you doing, Manish?
Fine, sir. Fine.
Okay,
Actually,
you are in Delhi right now.
in Delhi, yes, sir.
Okay, and you're planning to go to China in a few months.
Yes, sir. Not next month.
Next month only.
Yes.
All
Next
right.
next month I'm going to China, and I will come after 1 year, I think.
For 1 year, you're gonna be there.
Yes.
Do you think you will have time when you're in China to attend the class online?
Actually, I will try, sir, because the time is different for 2.5 hours from India.
Right.
I will manage that.
China is towards the east. So if it is 7:22 here, maybe it will be about 9 o'clock in 9 o'clock in the
9:30, more than 9:30. Because
okay, after 9:30. Okay, got it.
2.5
Okay.
hours.
I never knew girls are comfortable eating on camera, Sunita. Huh? What are you munching on?
Sir, actually, I'm feeling hungry.
Uh-huh. That's why people eat. I can joke
Good
with you
evening,
all the
sir.
time. Sunita, do you notice why I joke like this? I joke like this to let you feel your English. Trust me on this, okay?
Good
Sometimes
evening,
what happens,
sir.
hey Simran, good evening. So
Always
the
ignore
landlady,
why?
the landlady has disconnected your electricity. Nice
I
way to
hope
take
so.
revenge.
It will be here, sir, in just few minutes.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
see?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay. So, Sunita, I was saying that when I noticed that the
Sir, she said
response
you
I
always
got,
ignore.
sorry, Arish, who do I ignore? Who said I ignore anybody?
Simran said, sir.
Me, sir, me.
Oh, really, Simran? Okay. Yeah, because you're
Wait,
my
I always say you good evening, but you, sometime you respond me.
only
I always
sometimes,
notice that.
only
Yes.
sometimes, because you're my niece's friend. So that's why, it's my extra love for you. So I ignore you.
But sometimes I just think, that my mic isn't working, or
Okay.
something
That's a
like
very
that.
good thought. That's a very good thought, Simran. Stay with that thought only, okay? Don't allow your mind to look for the second reason or the third reason. That's the only reason why I don't respond, because your mic is not okay, and I never heard that. Okay.
Yes.
But in the recording, she will hear, no, I said good morning, good evening. He didn't say anything. Okay. Um, I was saying, I was saying what? What was he talking about? Yes, I was saying that
Yes, sir.
sometimes I make jokes when people say things, because jokes can really help you appreciate what you have said better. Okay, so sometimes what happens, some students say something, respond in English, but the response is just a sentence in English, but it doesn't really sound very natural in that situation. For example, Sunita was right. She was hungry. Okay, she was hungry. Yeah, better sentence could have been, oh, I didn't have my lunch today, or something like that. Do you see that, Sunita? But you found it easier to say I was hungry, or I'm hungry. Okay, so you went with that. Of course, you're hungry. That's why you're eating, right? But I've not seen you eating on camera. Or, however, my joke was something very fun, simple, that I don't know many girls who are confident enough to eat on camera. Then, when you did not acknowledge that, instead you said, I'm hungry. Okay, you're hungry. Fine. So keep learning, okay, Sunita. Keep learning. All right.
Yes.
You're doing fine. Today is a good day for me, thanks to Sabaji. When you have worked hard and you have invested a lot of emotions in some students, and then they do well, it's a very good feeling. I can tell you from inside how I'm feeling, only I know. I feel this way for a few students, because they were not typical students. When they started, they were definitely not like the rest of the students in the class. So, yep. Okay, let's continue. So today it is harder than ever to respect your teacher the way people did in the past. Because teachers have become very professional, very money-minded, right? It's harder than ever to respect them the way people did in the past. I hope you understood, and you guys will make some sentences with this: harder than ever, easier than ever, and stuff like that. Okay, practice. It is
It's
harder
harder
than
than ever to do anything since I have moved from my house.
All
Is
right.
it correct?
Okay. It is harder than ever for children to play outside. To play outside the house. And the reason, there are quite a few reasons. I asked why, then you guys gave me reasons. So what could be the reasons? Why is it harder than ever for children to play outside? Because, one, safety reason. Okay. Two, the second reason could be they have so many other options again, like mobile phones, TV. Earlier, there were no TV. There were no mobile phones. So what would they entertain themselves with? They had to go out and play with their friends, with their, people of their age. Sakib, good sentence. Today, I'm feeling more proud of Sabah than ever. A few corrections, Sakib. I'm
Okay, sir.
feeling more proud of Sabah, not on. Come on. It is not on, it is of. Okay. Proud of Sabah than ever. Right? Yes. I mean, this was the day I was waiting for, when she will write such good sentences back to back. Let's continue.
Busy, so we don't have a lot of time. Our lives are very busy, so
Our lives are very busy,
we don't have a lot of time to prepare healthy meals.
so we don't have enough time, a lot of time to prepare healthy meals. We don't prepare a healthy meal. That prepare here means cook, right? We don't have time to prepare a healthy meal.
Very busy, so we don't have a lot of time to prepare healthy meals. Nowadays, a lot of people prefer to buy fast food.
Nowadays, a lot of people prefer to buy fast foods. Nowadays, okay, listen, remember, what is the difference between these days and nowadays? Very interesting, no? What is the difference between these days and nowadays?
May I?
Yes, Sarav.
Actually, these days means change before 2 or 3 days or 5 days, and nowadays means ancient time. It's modern time.
Okay, okay.
Now this refers to like it happens, but it is not usually these days.
Okay. These days is used to talk about something that is happening temporarily. Okay. For example, these days I'm getting up late. These days I'm getting up late. These days I'm feeling low on energy. These days, guys, understand that?
Yes, sir.
Nowadays is used to talk about the difference between the old times and present time. The difference between the old times and the current time, the present time. Okay. It is not about individuals. Nowadays is not about individuals. Nowadays is about time. The times that we are living in. Okay. We are living in different times than earlier. Rosanna, you often share photos on Facebook where there are girls lying on the beach having fun and all that, right? And you say the times have changed. So whenever you want to say times have changed, okay, then you use nowadays. For example, nowadays talking to your loved ones is so easy, even when you are not physically, when you're not present around them physically, right? In the past, it was not so easy. So nowadays is not about individuals. Nowadays is about changing times. And these days is about individuals, okay? These days is about some temporary thing that is happening in some people's lives, okay? These days, my daughter is studying a lot of hours, okay? See? So these days is used when you're talking about individuals doing something temporarily. And nowadays highlights the difference between the old times and the past and the present. The past and the present. Everybody understood? Quickly, Hindi में बताओ मैंने क्या फर्क बताया nowadays और these days में.
Sir, can I say typical word? कि अभी तेरा वक्त आया, अपना दौर आएगा.
These days. These days.
And now they're like coming on their foot, like on foot.
इंडिविजुअल के बारे में तो nowadays नहीं बोल सकते.
Like पहले होता था like
हाँ, people. Okay. People traveled on foot. Nowadays they don't travel on foot. People do not travel on foot nowadays, right? They have bikes, they have cars, they have a lot of options. Okay. Yes, Sakib. Yes. Sakib.
Leave it, sir. It was.
What happened? Why are you so confused? Come on. Feel relaxed and free. Go ahead. Tell me what you had on mind.
Sir,
एक typical word बोलना चाहते थे आप.
Yes, sir. Like
क्या
this, sir.
हाँ, को बताइए ना.
तुम्हारा वक्त है, अपना दौर आएगा. In this way, sir.
हाँ हाँ, definitely, definitely. तो फिर से बता दूं कि वक्त पास्ट में कुछ था, अभी कुछ और है. जैसे आजकल औरतें हस्बैंड पे डिपेंड नहीं करना चाहती. तो ये क्या मैं एक औरत की बात कर रहा हूँ कि वो टेम्पररी कुछ कर रही है या जमाना बदल गया है?
जमाना बदल गया, sir. It's nowadays.
So whenever you want to show जमाना बदल गया है, times have changed, what phrase will you use? इन दिनों?
Nowadays.
आजकल?
Nowadays.
Nowadays. And how do you write nowadays? Two options. One word, nowadays, one word. Another option is to give hyphen, now, hyphen a, hyphen days, nowadays.
Nowadays, people are logical.
Nowadays, people
Are logical.
Who is saying this, by the way?
Me.
Sam.
Some. Yes.
Good, good, good. Yes, people are very logical nowadays. Yes. They are becoming more and more rational.
These days are tough for me.
Hmm. So please write a couple of sentences if you guys understand this idea. And let's continue. These days, nowadays, I don't know what we heard here.
Nowadays.
Because it's quick and cheap to buy fast food.
Yeah, nowadays a lot of people prefer to buy.
Nowadays, a lot of people prefer to buy fast food.
Nowadays, a lot of people prefer to buy fast foods.
Because it's quick and cheap.
Because it's quick and cheap. Very good.
So how healthy is your diet?
So, how healthy is your diet? How healthy is your diet? Healthy or healthy?
Both are
Now, only one. जो सुना वही है सही.
Healthy.
Okay. How healthy is your diet? Health gives you healthy. Okay. Health gives you healthy. Adjective is healthy. Wealth, wealthy. Okay. Healthy, wealthy. हम लोग healthy, wealthy पढ़ते थे बचपन में. Healthy, wealthy. Healthy, wealthy. Healthy, wealthy लगाओ. Yes. Yeah. How healthy is your diet?
I do not have a healthy diet at all.
I do not have a healthy diet at all. Okay. And he's saying it very proudly.
I like cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers. He likes cheeseburgers.
I like bad food.
He likes bad food.
Not so healthy. I eat a lot
Not so healthy. No, not so healthy.
of sugar. So
She eats a lot of sugar. I now know that sugar is really bad for your body. And if you have a newly born child in your family, in your house, an infant, make sure that child doesn't get to taste the sugar that you know, the white grains, 40 rupees a kilo. Just make sure your child never tastes it. Give him milk or give her milk without sugar. Give him everything without adding any extra sugar, because in our natural food, like fruit and everything that we eat, we get enough sugar that we need. Okay, this extra sugar is such a bad habit, nothing more. Sweets, chocolate. If your child wants chocolate is good for health. So you can give them some chocolate, but make sure that chocolate doesn't have a lot of sugar. Indian market is cheap, so these multinational companies, when they make a product for the Indian market, they compromise with the quality because they have to sell it cheap. So a lot of people say that the chocolate we buy in India has a lot more sugar than the chocolate elsewhere, in those European and America and European countries.
Yes.
Okay.
sugar is not very good for you.
Sugar is not very good for you.
I think I have a healthy diet.
I think I have a healthy diet.
80% of the time.
80% of the time, he's like me. I also use the word percent a lot. I mean, how do you know whether it is 80% or 70%? Some people just have this habit of using percent in whatever they say. 80% of students, 90% times and stuff like that. Some people just have the personality, that's it. It is an individual trait.
I eat whole foods, home cooked food.
80% of the times he eats a healthy diet. Whole food and home cooked food.
80% of the time I eat whole foods, home cooked food, meat, vegetables. I don't
eat vegetables.
Like much junk food or much processed food.
Experts are always telling us what to eat.
Experts are always telling us what to eat. This is another thing that I have realized recently, that a lot of experts are fake experts, and they are actually, even if they're not fake, they're sold out at least, sold out. Bique huevos. They are working for a particular company, they have financed their research, they have given them extra money to bring a certain kind of result, and yes, exactly, to manipulate us. I don't know. Who told you ghee is bad for your health? If ghee was bad for your health, then exactly. I mean, it was just they said palm oil was good. Can you believe it? There was a time they said palm oil was good. Okay. They said refined oil is good.
Palm oil in the ice cream, in every ice cream, palm oil.
Not every. If the ice cream has this written on it, okay, a dairy product, then it will not have palm oil.
Saw a Suda
Huh.
ice cream written on dairy product.
Okay.
It is milk-based product.
Yeah.
But you have the ingredients. I visited them. They mix the palm oil. Yes, sir. And sometimes
They can be brought to court if they are doing this, because this is violating the law, you know.
so
It's illegal. If you have not mentioned it on your packing, you cannot use it.
it's a
Frozen dessert, yeah, something like that. Yes. Yeah. Use milk only.
yes.
My goodness, I thought Sudha was safe. Okay.
Then back I bought Sudha ice cream, sir, for 10 rupees.
By the way, this phrase you have to get out of your system, then back. It is not something good. I will explain. I know what you wanted to say, back then. But back then refers to a time when things were different, okay? Now, if Simran wants to talk about when she was in Bihar Sharif, then she can, because now she doesn't live here. So she can say back then when I was in Bihar Sharif, okay? Yeah, back then. So back then refers to a time which was different from now in some ways, okay? Back then. Okay. It's a very common expression, guys, back then. Okay, suppose I'm talking about my childhood and I say back then things were different, you know? So when I was a child, okay, back then. Wow.
They all agree that it's important to eat a lot of fresh vegetables.
They all agree that it's important to eat a lot of fresh vegetables.
That fish is better for us than red meat.
They all agree that fish is better for us than red meat.
And we need to drink water.
And we need to drink water. They all agree on these things. They all agree that we need to drink water.
Not fizzy drinks.
Not fizzy drinks. That's soda water, carbonated water, fizzy drinks.
But they also change their minds about which foods are healthy and
But they also change their minds. They also change their minds. Make up your mind, change your mind. These are two expressions you need to learn, okay? To make up your mind means to decide. To change your mind means to change your opinion, change your decision, change whatever you have decided before. Okay, for example, Sunita is looking at Rahul and Saurav, whether I should marry Rahul or whether I should marry Saurav. So in the morning, she thinks Rahul is the good guy. Then in the evening, she thinks Saurav is the good guy. He's better. She can't make up her mind. She can't make up her mind. It means she can't decide. And then she finally decided that, okay, I'm going with Saurav. But after a month, she again said, no, Rahul was better. She changed her mind again. Okay. So to change your mind, to make up your mind. Lovely phrases in English. Guys, try and use them. Okay. So if you change your mind that, about studying here, okay, if you change your mind about something, okay? So who changes their mind more often, girls or boys? Who's not very sure about what they decide?
I think girls are, because they have more sins, so that's why maybe it was.
Yeah, I agree. But my wife is different. She decided to marry me and she never changed her mind. Okay. So I'm lucky here. Yeah. Now she's fine. She's still fine with me. She does say sometimes, that she'll be happier alone. But that's only to tease me. Okay. So change your mind, make up your mind. So these experts also keep changing their minds. Okay. They also keep changing their minds, guys.
But they also change their minds about which foods are healthy.
About which foods are healthy. They keep changing, or they change their minds about which foods are healthy.
And unhealthy.
And unhealthy. One day they say this is healthy, that is unhealthy. Then they change. That is healthy, this is unhealthy. Come on.
For a long time, scientists told us that
For a long time, scientists told us that
foods high in fat, like butter and
foods high in fat, like butter,
cheese,
and
were
cheese
unhealthy.
were unhealthy. For a long time, they said foods high in fat, foods high in fat, foods high in protein, foods high in vitamins, foods high in carbohydrate. Understand? Easy? This is a good way of making phrases in English. In English, foods high in something, okay? It means you have a lot of that. High in protein, high in fat.
Now they're not quite so sure.
Now they're not quite so sure. Now they don't really think it is so bad.
Studies around the world have shown that cheese can help people lose weight.
Studies have shown, what has shown? Studies have shown that cheese can help people lose weight. Cheese can help people lose weight.
Have healthy teeth and
have healthy teeth. Okay, so that's why I don't have very healthy teeth, because I didn't have cheese as a child.
Even become smarter.
And cheese can also help you become smarter. It can even help you become smarter. So those people who are not very smart, blame it on your parents. They didn't give you enough cheese. It's not your fault at all that you didn't focus on your studies as a child.
There are lots of people following modern diets.
There are lots of people following modern diets.
There are lots of people following modern diets.
There are lots of people following modern diets. There are lots of people following modern diets. Now, I'll make an easier sentence for you so that you can appreciate this sentence better. There are lots of people outside the house fighting with each other. There are lots of people outside my house fighting with each other. There are a lot of students outside waiting to enter the class. Okay, got it? So there are lots of people following modern diets.
Like the keto diet or the
keto diet. There is a diet called the keto diet.
paleo diet, because they believe eating fat is actually good for you. They believe eating fat diet or the paleo diet.
Or another name that I don't know about.
Because they believe eating fat is actually good for you.
So in some diets, people have different opinions. They believe that, oh no, eating fat is good for you.
While eating carbohydrates like rice or bread isn't very healthy.
While is used to compare, okay? Eating fat is good for you, while eating carbohydrate in bread and in rice is not very healthy for you.
Carbohydrates like rice or bread isn't very healthy.
Learn the use of while, okay? WHILE, to show contrast, to show comparison, okay? While the first daughter is tall and beautiful, the other is short and ordinary looking. While the first daughter is tall and beautiful, comma, the other daughters are short and ordinary looking. Okay, so I compared now the first daughter and the other daughter. So while is very common, okay? While is very common. While in India, the government pays for your education, university education mainly, okay? While in India, the government pays for your university education. In America, you have to take a bank loan if you do not come from a rich family, a big bank loan. Okay, so this is how you use the word while to talk about two things which are similar and different. You're talking about similar things, but they are different. You talked about two girls, sisters. Here you're talking about studying in India and studying in America, going to university in India and going to university in America. So you're comparing similar things, but there is a difference. So you use the word while, okay? While the state governments of Bihar and Jharkhand are with the center on this issue, while the state governments of Bihar and Jharkhand are with the center on this issue, the state governments of let's say Bengal, West Bengal are and some more maybe are totally against the government. So again, I'm showing you the comparison.
So while also use when we do two things simultaneously, like
Absolutely
while
correct. Absolutely
opposite.
correct. While I was at school, I met this guy, okay, or while I was sleeping, okay, he came in the room and stole my laptop. Right. So yes, that is one meaning of while. While I was sleeping, he came into my room and stole my laptop.
While researchers tell us it's not
Physical strong girl. Physical.
While boys are physically strong, comma, girls are mentally much stronger than boys, emotionally much stronger than boys. While boys are physically a lot stronger than girls, comma, the girls are, or girls are, not the girls are emotionally way stronger than boys. Okay, so I hope you understand how we use the word while to talk about contrast. Okay, similar ideas. We are talking about boys and girls and their strength, and we showed the contrast. Got it, guys? Please write the word while, and I want to see 2 or 3 sentences, from each of you in the group. And if you are just not capable of writing, suppose some students feel like, mere to ho hi nahi raha. In that case, you read everybody's sentence, okay? You read everybody's sentence. And I would like you to tell me what you read if you did not write. Do you know what I mean? Some students are not capable of writing because they are not really at that level yet, okay? So I don't want to push them. There is no point. They will simply read other people's sentences. And those who are capable of writing, they will write. So with the word while. And earlier I taught something as well. Only a little. There might be some in this. Is there any? Okay, so please everybody understand this.
not a good idea to eat. While researchers tell us it's not a good idea to eat a lot of sugar.
While researchers tell us it's not a good idea to eat a lot of sugar, again the use of while. While researchers tell us, researchers, koi khas researchers nahi, researchers in general. While researchers tell us it's not a good idea to eat a lot of sugar,
some experts say that eating small amounts of chocolate might actually have some health benefits.
Might actually have some health benefits. ये sentences का flow जो है ना आप लोग के लिए बहुत बढ़िया है. अगर आप इसके flow को catch करोगे, ये सारी बातें किसी क्लास में हो ही नहीं पाएंगे कि flow क्या होता है. ठीक है, गौर करें कैसे जा रहा है sentence. Just appreciate the flow of the words and the idea, okay? While researchers agree or tell us that eating a lot of fat is not very healthy, eating sugar is not very healthy for us, some experts say that eating small amounts of chocolate might actually have some health benefits. Some small amounts of chocolate might have some health benefits. Actually, it can help you. So the point was, एक तरफ ज्यादातर रिसर्चर्स ये कहते हैं, कुछ लोगों का कहना है, देखो फिर से है ना कॉन्ट्रास्ट। तो वाइल का यूज ऐसे जगह खूब होता है, और ये बहुत फॉर्मल है दोस्तों। एकेडमिक कॉन्टेक्स्ट में, फॉर्मल कॉन्टेक्स्ट में इसको यूज करो वाइल को, ओके। जहां आप थोड़े सीरियस दिखना चाहते हो बात करते समय, वहां वाइल बोलना, ओके। दो दोस्त बैठे हैं, नॉर्मल फ्रेंडली कॉन्वर्सेशन हो रहा है, और दो लड़कियों के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, दोनों बहनें हैं, तो वो नहीं बोलेंगे while one is polite and respectful, the other is very very rude and arrogant। नहीं बोलेंगे ऐसे, वो नहीं बात करेंगे ऐसे, because it sounds very formal। रजिस्टर की बात बार बार आती है, बार बार करता हूं। रजिस्टर, देखो प्रॉब्लम क्या है, अच्छी इंग्लिश सीखने के लिए जो, अच्छा बताओ मुझे, अगर किसी ने प्लान बनाया है कि बहुत जबरदस्त खूबसूरत घर बनाना है, तो बहुत सी चीजें ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे करनी पड़ेंगी, जो बाद में जाके ऊपर बढ़ेगा, ठीक है। लेकिन आपने शुरू में ही सोच रखा है थोड़ा सा करना है, तो वो सब चीजें नहीं डालोगे ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे, तो अचानक से फिफ्थ फ्लोर पे जाके वो ला नहीं सकते जो ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे नहीं था। बात समझ में आ रही है? तो मेरा कहने का मतलब है कि देयर आर लॉट ऑफ कॉन्सेप्ट्स दैट पीपल नेवर टॉक अबाउट। जैसे मैंने अभी वाइल बताया, तो मैंने ये कहा आपको कि इट इज गुड फॉर एकेडमिक कॉन्टेक्स्ट, फॉर्मल कॉन्टेक्स्ट। दो दोस्त आपस में बैठ के नहीं बात करेंगे दो बहनों के बारे में, लड़के बात करते हैं लड़कियों के बारे में ना बैठ के, वो कभी ऐसा वाइल्ड वर्ड से नहीं बोलेंगे, अच्छा ही नहीं लगेगा उनको बोलने का, उनका ये वो है ही नहीं, वो फीलिंग नहीं आएगी इस वर्ड में, वो अलग तरीके से जाएंगे। तो वाइल, हाँ इनफॉर्मल, वो सीधे ड्रॉप करके बोलेंगे, शी इज नथिंग लाइक हर सिस्टर, शी इज सो एरोगेंट। ये देखो कितना कॉन्वर्सेशनल लगा ये, ठीक है। तो दोस्तों ये सब चीजें आप तभी अप्रिशिएट कर पाओगे जब आप पहले ही डिसाइड कर रखे हो कि आपको बहुत ऊंचा लेवल पे इंग्लिश को ले जाना है। तो क्या होगा कि आप शुरुआत में नहीं चाहोगे कि, देखो दो लोग घर बना रहे हैं, एक बना रहा है 10-15 कट्ठा में बहुत बड़ा घर बनाने का प्लान करता है, और दूसरा 2 कट्ठे में थोड़ा सा बनाना सोचता है। तो 2 कट्ठा वाला 3-4 स्टोरी बना लेगा, 3-4 फ्लोर बना लेगा, ये बोले तुम्हारा भी तो इतना शुरू थोड़ा सा हुआ है, तो ये बना भी तो रहा है दूसरा चीज। वैसे ही क्या होता है कि कभी कभी कुछ बच्चे जल्दी जल्दी 2-4 लाइन बोलना सीख जाते हैं, कहते देखो हम ये इतना बोलने लग गए तुम, और आप अभी रुके हुए हैं, अभी आप रुके हुए हैं, क्योंकि आपके फाउंडेशन में इतनी चीजें डाली जा रही है जो बाद में रिजल्ट ला के दिखाएंगे आपको। तो प्लीज अप्रिशिएट दिस register thing. Words have a register, okay? So if you hear a word in a formal context, try not to use it in a very informal casual context. If you hear a word in a casual context, try not to use it in a formal context. Appreciate, think about the context, value the register, okay? Words may have similar meanings, but they may have totally different registers. And because of different register, and register मतलब अभी भी अगर नहीं समझ में आया है तो मैं बताऊं कि the way you feel about those words, मैं आपको एग्जांपल देके बताता हूं। लोचन और आंख दोनों का रजिस्टर अलग है। आंख बोलचाल की भाषा के लिए है, लोचन किसी कविता और खास करके कविता और धार्मिक जगहों पे लोचन वर्ड का यूज ज्यादा होता है, ठीक है। तो आप बताएं ये कॉनोटेशन समझ में आया? धार्मिक जगहों पे आप आंख नहीं बोलते, लोचन बोलते हैं। आप लोचन एक हिंदी, अग्नि और आग को ले लो, अग्नि और आग, ठीक है। तो आप बोलोगे घर में अग्नि लग गई, घर में आग लग गई, और उसने आग के 7 फेरे लिए कि उसने अग्नि के 7 फेरे लिए? तो सोचो क्यों बोलते हो ऐसे, क्यों नहीं बोलते आग के 7 फेरे लिए, उसके सीने में अग्नि लग गई, नहीं बोलेंगे, उसके सीने में आग लग गई मेरी नई कार देखकर। ऑलराइट, तो आग लगना इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग, अग्नि इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग। आग एंड अग्नि आर द सेम आइडिया, बट द कॉनोटेशन इज डिफरेंट, रजिस्टर इज डिफरेंट। अगर हिंदी में रजिस्टर समझ में आया है अग्नि और आग का, तो ऐसे ही समझना कि और भी वर्ड्स के रजिस्टर अलग हो सकते हैं। While is a formal word when you're talking about comparison and contrasting, okay, like this.
Chocolate might actually have some health benefits.
Might actually have some health benefits. Most Indian spices that we eat every day not really giving much value to them. Whether you talk about turmeric, whether you talk about ginger, you talk about garlic, you talk about black pepper, you talk about cinnamon, you talk about cardamom, all of these things, they all have some health benefits. They all have some medicinal properties. And they all help us stay healthy. And we don't even realize it.
Dark chocolate with a high cocoa content.
Dark chocolate with a high cocoa content. High cocoa content. High cocoa content. Dark chocolate with high cocoa content. Phrase को repeat कर सकते हैं दिमाग में. Dark chocolate with high cocoa content. Okay. पहले content को content मत पढ़ना. ठीक है. Content noun होता है. ठीक है. आपके पास कंटेंट है, आप कंटेंट क्रिएटर हैं, कंटेंट क्रिएटर नहीं है, कंटेंट होता है. ओके. दूसरी बात, कोको, COCOA, cocoa
contains health. Dark chocolate with a high cocoa content.
Dark chocolate with a high cocoa content
Contains healthy fats.
Contains healthy fats. Contains. Now these type of words, contain has the same meaning as have. If I say this packet contains 5 pencils, it means this packet has 5 pencils. Basically, this is what it means. Okay. This packet contains this or that, it means it has this or that. So contain means have, but again, contain, something contains something, a pot or a packet or a box contains something, it means that something is inside that box. Contain is also slightly formal. So what did the girl say in the background? From the background, she said, dark chocolate with a high cocoa content contains what? Anybody? Healthy fat. Healthy fats. Contains healthy fats. Now, fats can be good and bad. Okay? Healthy and unhealthy fat.
And a lot of minerals.
And a lot of minerals. Dark chocolate with a high cocoa content.
And can help lower blood pressure.
It can help lower blood pressure. This kind of sentence, again, पढ़ाई लिखाई में काम आते हैं sentences दोस्तों. It can help lower blood pressure. It can help lower blood pressure. Repeat the sentence. It can help
lower blood pressure.
It can help lower blood pressure.
High blood pressure. It can help lower blood pressure.
If you have high blood pressure.
If you have a high blood pressure, it can lower your blood pressure. Lower is a verb too. Lower is a lower, मतलब कम करना. Okay. Lower your tone, please. Lower your. Okay. Lower your tone. Ravi Saab, you're listening to music.
No, sir, I'm not.
Sir, low and high, I think adjective.
They are adjectives. Lower is a verb, ma'am. Lower. Okay.
Lower. And high? Adjective.
High and low. Low and high are adjectives, Sabha, ma'am. Please understand.
Okay.
Okay.
Lower. Okay, sir. I got it.
Okay. Just a second. I would like to take you guys to the dictionary. Lower. To bring something low. To move something into a low position. They lowered the coffin into the grave. They lowered the coffin into the grave. To lower means to bring something to a lower position, lower. Okay? Lower yourself. Heavily pregnant by now, She lowered herself carefully into the chair. Means she sat. She lowered herself carefully into the chair. Okay, I would like to show you my, acting skills, guys. So a heavily pregnant woman is like this. Okay. So how does she sit? Oh,
So we
okay.
cannot see you very well.
हाँ पूरा प्रॉब्लम हो गया यार मैंने पूरी अच्छी एक्टिंग की है ट्रस्ट मी महेश भट्ट और सुभाष घाई would easily cast me in their movies as a pregnant woman trust me okay I was so good but you couldn't see it sorry okay lower yourself okay बैठ जाओ लेकिन वो बैठी okay she lowered herself carefully into the chair lower your eyes he lowered his eyes उसने अपनी आंखें नीची कर ली lower your gaze as well in embarrassment when he saw me okay so lower up समझ गए lower is a verb and understand very interesting thing here low an adjective okay now lower can be the comparative adjective as well guys because low is an adjective so what is the comparative of low what is the comparative of low
High.
अरे comparative सुन तो ले भाई कहाँ है comparative not opposite comparative lower that's what I wanted to tell you okay and the superlative guys the lowest
Lowest.
okay so those who are in that share market thing they know low lower lowest okay
And the risk of heart disease.
it can help lower blood pressure इस blood pressure को नीचे लाने में help करता है it helps lower the blood pressure now please understand it can help lower नीचे लाने में मदद करता है तो आप सीधे help के बाद एक और verb लिख दीजिए ठीक है ना जैसे बोले कैंसर को क्योर करने में हेल्प होता है इससे मदद होती है इट कैन हेल्प क्योर कैंसर
Help lower blood pressure and the risk of heart disease. And can help lower blood pressure and the risk of heart disease.
Blood pressure and heart disease.
It can also make you smarter and risk of heart disease.
It can lower the risk of heart disease. It can lower the risk of risk कम कर देता है. It can lower the risk of heart disease.
It can also make you smarter.
It can also make you smarter. अब मुझे खाली इतना बता दो जो लोग रेगुलर लंबे समय से पढ़ रहे हैं क्या इस तरह की वीडियो इस तरह की लैंग्वेज आपने एलिमेंट्री में ज्यादा सुनी नहीं क्योंकि ये पढ़ाई लिखाई की लैंग्वेज आ गई है अब देख रहे हो ना किस तरह के टॉपिक पर डिस्कशन हो रहा है हम लोगों ने बातें करी छोटी छोटी बातें तो कोई भी बच्चा सीधे पढ़ाई लिखाई की लैंग्वेज नहीं सीखता पहले घर में मम्मी पापा से बात करना सीखता है ओके तो इसीलिए प्री इंटरमीडिएट लेवल पे हम लोग ऐसे ऑडियो फाइल्स भी हैं हमारे पास सामने जहां पर कुछ फॉर्मल एजुकेशनल बातें कैसे करी जाती है पढ़ाई लिखाई में कैसे सेंटेंस लिखे जाते हैं ये भी सीख सके बिकॉज इट्स सो कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव यू नो
And happier. No, it can also make you smarter.
It can also make you smarter.
And happier.
Happier.
No wonder most people love chocolate.
No wonder most people love chocolate. No wonder. Now, पहले एक्सप्लेन कर दो कोई चीज उसके बाद बोलो तब ना सब लोग को चॉकलेट पसंद आता है आप समझ गए नो वंडर everybody loves chocolate no wonder people love chocolate now I will teach you no wonder a little better okay yaar her English is so good didn't you know she grew up in the UK oh no wonder Sonia so when do we say no wonder? When we understand the reason of something? Please, I'll tell you again. Hey, she speaks wonderful English. Wow, her English is so good. Didn't you know that she grew up in the UK? Oh, no wonder she speaks so well. आप समझ गए? समझ गए कॉन्टेक्स्ट देखिए समझ जाइए ओके you know what sir was a little annoyed in the class today he was just shouting at the students for no reason Oh, can I tell you what happened? He had a big argument with his wife. I live next door to his house, I could hear him shouting at his wife. Ah, no wonder he was so annoyed in the class. Okay. So, guys, you know when to use no wonder?
Yes, sir.
No wonder.
So, suppose a student of mine goes gaga about how good a teacher I am, go gaga. Okay, बहुत तारीफ करना, okay? Go gaga. मतलब बहुत तारीफ करना. So a student of mine goes gaga about how good a teacher I am to whoever he meets, his friends and all, okay? And then they don't care. They don't listen, because if you say very nice things about somebody, people will stop taking interest. If you go beyond a certain level. Then one day, one of those friends comes to your house. And then you show him or her the first couple of messages that you wrote to me in English in the group. And now you're showing your current messages. And they see the difference. They see, oh, wow, you wrote such poor English earlier. Now you write so well. No wonder. No wonder you praise him so much. Okay. You really benefited from his class. Okay. बात समझ आई कैसा सिचुएशन? आप तारीफ करें, किसी को फर्क नहीं पड़ा क्या तारीफ कर रहे झूठ मूठ में. और उसके बाद उसने देखा कि आप शुरुआत में जो लिखे बहुत सिंपल सेंटेंसेस, खराब खराब ऊट पटांग, और अभी वाले इतने अच्छे. तब ना तुम इतना तारीफ करते रहते हो ऐसे. तब ना. तो कोई भी हिंदी जो मैच कर जाए. अच्छा, तब ना. मेरे मुंह से क्या निकला? तब ना. तो क्या था? नो वंडर. Suppose I keep talking about my wife in the class, okay, a lot. And then one day you guys get to see her photo or get to see her. And you say, oh, she's so beautiful. No wonder sir talks about her so much in the class. Got it? So you use it when you understand the reason of something. No wonder is used that way. So dekho, chocolate can help lower blood pressure. Chocolate can make you smarter. Chocolate can, lower the risk of, heart attack, heart diseases. इतनी सारी चीज सुनने के बाद तब ना लोगों को चॉकलेट अच्छा लगता है. हालांकि इसका कोई लेना देना नहीं इस बात से, बस ऐसे ही, क्योंकि लोग थोड़ी सा सोच के खाते हैं. They just love the taste, right? No wonder people love chocolate.
No wonder most people make you smarter and risk of heart of minerals. And contains healthy fats of chocolate might actually have some health benefits. Dark chocolate with a high cocoa content contains healthy fats and a lot of minerals, and can help lower blood pressure and the risk of heart disease. It can also make you smarter and happier.
And happier. It can make you smarter and happier. So many good things she told you. And then she added this line.
No wonder most people love chocolate. When you think about somewhere that's famous for its chocolate,
when you think about somewhere which is famous for its chocolate,
when you think about somewhere that's famous for its chocolate,
when you think about somewhere which is famous for its chocolate or that's famous for its chocolate, when you think about somewhere which is famous for its chocolate, okay, is India famous for its chocolate? Is Bihar famous for its chocolate? No, not at all. Okay, Bihar is famous for its pitha. Okay, yeah, Bihar is famous for its litti chokha.
Yes.
But when you think about somewhere that's famous for its chocolate,
you might think of Switzerland.
you might think of Switzerland. Yes, Switzerland is really famous for its
It's chocolate.
chocolate. Switzerland is very famous for its chocolate. ये इट्स की स्पेलिंग बता दो भाई, रिस्क नहीं लेना. Switzerland is famous for its chocolate.
ITS.
IT apostrophe S.
Ah. Everybody.
ITS.
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 Ruqayya Ahmed.
Yes, sir.
You normally don't have your surname with your name, but today it is a different day, yeah? Are you feeling low, Ruqayya?
No, sir. No, sir. I don't know where it comes, Ahmed.
Okay. Okay, now it is gone. Okay, Ruqayya, what do you think? What's the spelling of its here in this sentence? Switzerland is famous for its chocolate.
ITS.
यस सर, बिकॉज स्विट्जरलैंड अपनी चॉकलेट के लिए प्रसिद्ध है. अपने इट्स ITS.
A possessive adjective.
It's a possessive adjective. Yes.
Yes,
Sir,
good,
so
good.
noun or adjective?
Possessive adjective. It's chocolate.
Okay.
क्योंकि आपने chocolate word बोला ना इसके बाद.
Oh yeah, I got it. Chocolate is a noun, so that's why it's. Got it.
It's a wow moment for her today, Simran. Good. ऐसे ही मैं समझता हूँ सब आप लोग इंटेलिजेंट हो. कभी कभी आप लोग से इतना कॉन्फिडेंस मिलता है ना, क्या बताएं. लगता है कि जैसे इससे बेहतर क्या जॉब हो सकता है. You know, sometimes your reactions just make me feel like I have the best job in the world. And there are days when I feel like यार बंद कर पढ़ाना ये सब. Yeah, that's true as well. कैसा लग रहा है सैम भारती? जरा बताइए, ये जो चेंज हुआ है आपके लाइफ में, कहां से कहां आई हैं आप? कौन से क्लास में जहां पर खाली मेरे को चिल्लाते देखती थी आप? Guys, I have to be honest, some classes are really awful. Students really make me feel like उनको ना कहीं और जाना था. क्यों आए मेरे क्लास में, I don't know. Okay. Yes, sir. Sam, कैसा लगता है माहौल क्लास का? क्या होता है क्लास?
Everyone participate in your conversation.
ये लोग छठे हुए बदमाश, सॉरी छठे हुए स्टूडेंट्स हैं. they are not the only students I had in their classes. Okay, listen, Sam, let's be honest. Okay, if 100 students are going to primary school, only 5 of them will do something nice in their life with education that they receive. 95 will be running a shop, running a business. I'm not saying anything wrong about running a business, running a shop, just saying that they are not academically inclined. 95 out of 100 will not do anything related to education. They will not use much of their education in their life. Their academics, their certificates will only be just something that they will produce for some loan or something. Other than that, they will have no other use of those certificates. Why do people think that everybody who will join the class will be, again, sometimes, like I have a class before this one, 5:30 to 7. It's an elementary class, but the students are really passionate. I have another class, 3:30. The students are very interested. There is a young boy, Adnan. He's 11 or 12. There is a young boy, 9 or 10, Suchit. Okay. And then there are grown-up guys like Deepak and Rudra. They're all doing great. Because these guys, I don't know, perhaps they knew where they were coming, and why they were here. But a lot of them, I just don't understand. You don't work hard and you just say you're not improving. So, I think I made a right decision, but, talk to Aditya, Sam, and ask him why he hasn't been here, It's been 4 or 5 days now. Talk to him, Sam, okay? Talk to Bunty maybe. Ask him what he wants.
In Switzerland, people eat more chocolate per person than anywhere else in the
In Switzerland, people eat more chocolate per person. More chocolate per person than anywhere else. Per capita, you have heard per capita? Per capita sounds a little more advanced vocabulary. So here we are using per person, okay? So in Switzerland, people eat more chocolate per person than anywhere else because Switzerland is famous for its chocolate. Everybody eats, chocolate. Maybe that's the reason why Swiss people are so attractive, smart, intelligent, everything, because they eat a lot of chocolate
world
than anywhere else in the world. Yeah, and the most important thing is their chocolate doesn't have so much of sugar like Indian chocolate.
Just over
the chocolate in the Indian markets.
9
Lots of sugar. The darker the chocolate, the better. The bitter the chocolate, the better. A bitter chocolate is a better chocolate. Okay.
kilograms a year.
How much?
Just over 9 kilograms a year.
Guys, over 9 kilograms a year. So one person eats nearly 9 kilos of chocolate every year. If your maths is good, you can calculate it is 750 grams per month, which means 50 grams of chocolate every day. A 50-gram bar on a daily basis. Okay, if those, I know there are people who cannot do all this calculation very quickly, the way I did, okay? And I would like to pat my back again for this, because I've got a mind that calculates things fast, sees the rationality, sees the logic and everything very quickly. And I'm happy about it. Feel a little proud of it, actually. Some people find it hard to process information which are contradictory. Information which is contradictory, I should say. That was a grammatical error, okay? Because information is not art.
The story of chocolate probably started over 2,500 years ago.
The story of chocolate probably started about 2,500 years ago. Probably. The word probably here is important because, you can't be 100% sure of such things.
In Central America.
In Central America. Okay, the story started in Central America about 2,500 years ago.
The ancient Mayans and Aztecs.
Oh, the Mayans and the Aztecs. Guys, please learn about these two civilizations. Oh my goodness. The Aztecs and the Mayans. देखो, कभी-कभी मुझे लगता है, क्या बताएं, कि क्या अच्छा, क्या बुरा. Okay? Oh, this is such a touchy topic, and very controversial. Please read about the Mayans and the Aztecs. Anybody knows anything? The Mayans and the Aztecs? अच्छा, कैसा लगेगा तुम्हें कि आज से कोई 200-400 साल बाद, ओके, अच्छा चलो 1000 साल बाद लोगों को पता चले कि फलाना कम्युनिटी हुआ करती थी, चिलाना कम्युनिटी हुआ करती थी, और उसको किसी ने जबरदस्ती खत्म कर दिया. ये नहीं कि वो खुद ब खुद खत्म हो गए, जबरदस्ती खत्म कर दिया. The Aztecs and the Mayans. Read about
ancient
them.
Mexican, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, we read it in the elementary level.
The word Aztecs was there. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, when we were reading about a metropolitan city.
Exactly. So please
Japan,
read about
Mexican,
it. Okay. These were some really, I will say, sophisticated societies, civilizations, and they were destroyed. About the Mayans, I think there is a little bit of, doubt. We do not know exactly what happened. But about the Aztecs, yep. They faced violence. They had to endure violence.
Aztecs used cocoa beans mixed with some water and spices to make used cocoa beans. America. The ancient Mayans and Aztecs used cocoa beans mixed with some water.
They used cocoa beans mixed with
water and spices.
Mixed with water and spices.
To make a special drink.
to make a special drink. This is where the story started.
They didn't have any sugar, so the
They didn't have any sugar. They didn't have any sugar.
drink wasn't sweet.
So the drink wasn't sweet.
Spanish explorers first brought cocoa beans to Europe.
Spanish explorers, and perhaps they were the people who destroyed the Aztecs and their civilization, I think.
About 500 years ago.
The Spanish people brought chocolate to Europe about 500 years ago. Cocoa
But it
beans.
wasn't until around 100.
Again, it wasn't until around. मतलब बहुत हाल फिलहाल की बात हो रही है, क्योंकि ठीक है 500 साल पहले वो लेके आ गए यूरोप में चॉकलेट को, but it wasn't until around
70 years ago.
It wasn't until around 70 years ago. बस 70 साल यानी काफी समय बाद
That a British company started making solid chocolate bars.
a British company started making solid chocolate bars that you know today. Solid chocolate bars. These things are only 70 years old, guys. These bars that you see, they are only 70 years old. They didn't exist before that.
Now, our shops are full of thousands of different chocolate products. Now, our shops are full of
Now our shops are full of
thousands of different chocolate products.
full of thousands of different chocolate products. Yes, of course.
Some of the most famous chocolate makers, like Lindt, are Swiss.
Some of the most famous chocolate makers like Lindt are Swiss.
The Lindt company is over 170 years old.
Okay, this company is about 170 or over 170 years old. What was the word used? About or over?
At their factory is over 170 years old.
Pay attention to such things, okay?
At their factory in Zurich, the master chocolatiers can still make chocolate by hand.
At their factory.
The master chocolatiers can at their factory.
Learn this use. At their factory. Okay? At their factory. In the factory is also fine. In emphasizes inside. Okay? But lots of things happen inside. Some things happen outside. So just go with the word at the factory.
In Zurich, the master chocolatiers can.
Master chocolatiers. Now, chocolatiers is a new word for you guys, right? Chocolate, you know, but chocolatiers. Who could be? Could it be chocolatiers? Those who prepare the chocolate in the factory?
Still make chocolate by hand.
They still make chocolate by hands.
The master chocolatiers can still make chocolate by hand.
By hand, not by hands, by hand.
The process of making chocolate is very similar, whether you make it by hand or in a factory.
So, by hand or in a factory. So, there are some people in Bihar Sharif, they make shoes by hand. They don't have any machines, okay? They make shoes by hand, and their shoes are good quality, actually.
Yes.
The chocolatiers choose the best cocoa beans.
The chocolatiers choose the best chocolate beans.
Most cocoa beans grow in Western Africa.
Most of these beans grow in Western Africa.
First, they roast the beans.
Okay.
This gives the beans their flavor.
This gives the beans their flavor. So where do they get their flavor from? Cocoa beans? Cocoa beans? Where do they get their flavors from?
After roasting.
From roasting. Roasting gives them, okay? Because they're roasted, this gives them the flavor they have.
Then they remove the shells. This leaves the inner bean, called the nib.
They move the shells. Maybe there are shells on the outside, okay?
They grind the nib into a paste, called chocolate liquor. Then they add other ingredients, like cocoa butter, a bit of milk powder, some sugar, and a little vanilla.
I have a suggestion for you all, okay? Let's see. We still have almost little less than half of the video left. My suggestion to you would be watch the whole video again, and please don't just watch. Sit with a pen and paper and write down the names, the dates, those things which people need to memorize. I don't want you to memorize, simply write them down, okay? And some important words that will tell you how the story moved and what things you have heard in this video, especially about chocolate making, because tomorrow I might ask you guys to go into the breakout room and discuss the process that was told in the video. Guys, I don't want you to memorize anything. Again, it's a language class. I want you to practice language. Sometimes there is some information that is really too much to remember. So simply write them down. Write that information down. Okay. We're wrapping up now. We will carry on tomorrow. Okay. We'll finish it tomorrow, the video. Okay. And do practice everything that you learned. Manish, would you like me to add you to the group? Message me. I will add you to the group. And on Telegram, we have the group on Telegram. Guys, don't forget to practice in the group all those words and phrases that I've highlighted and explained in detail. See ya. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye, sir. Good night, sir.
Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.